Do men and women have a different definition of good sex?
Clit is the most sensitive and erotic place in a woman's body.
How to last longer during sex?
During the Greek days, if there's a man and a woman together, the man was made to first ejaculate as soon as possible without the woman's presence.
जब बात सेक्स की आती है हम शर्मा जाते हैं या फिर मिथ्स और हाफ नॉलेज के साथ जीते रहते हैं, बट आज हम खुल के बात करेंगे फ्रॉम वियर्ड सेक्सुअल डिसऑर्डर्स टू परफॉर्मेंस एंजाइटी एंड सेल्फ लव विद नन अदर दैन श्रुति लखोटिया एंड इंटिमेसी एंड सेल्फ लव एम्पावरमेंट लाइफ कोच. Does size really matter?
A woman can come 4 times in 1 hour. For example, I have a client, she's 32, been married for 6 years, and she told me she's never had an orgasm, even with her husband.
Hello everyone, I am Zahra Jani and welcome to Zahra Jani Show. यहाँ बातें सिंपल है बट सोचने वाली. So grab your favorite snacks, चाय और कॉफ़ी and let's start the बातचीत. अगर पसंद आए तो spread the word, like, share, subscribe. Hey Shruti, welcome to the podcast.
Hi Zahra, thank you for having me. So excited.
So I am ready for a bold, passionate and unfiltered conversation, and I feel that's how sex should be, right?
Absolutely. And
Honestly, tell me, do men and women have a different definition of good sex?
oh yeah.
Elaborate.
So men is more visual. It's more about just the goal, which is more important for them, of reaching an orgasm for them and their partners. For women, I think the idea of even wanting to go through sexual intimacy starts with a text or a gaze. That foreplay for them starts there, which then ends up, when you are in bed and you're in the act. So there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
And this is not all men, but most men. Men who have not had the education or they've not had the experience or they've not been taught how to have a wholesome sexual intimacy space with women. A lot of them are selfish. It's so different. It's so different. And women end up being givers more than them. Again, not all men, but most.
Got it. So I have a list of most Google questions related to sex over here. Let's take them one by one.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
How to have sex still remains the number one most Google question.
See, now you know why you need an intimacy coach.
Yeah.
See, there are sex coaches and intimacy coaches, right? I'll tell you the difference between a sex coach and an intimacy coach. I include both of that because for me, it's not just the act. For me, it's that energy that you create, the safe space that you create with each other. Because if you have not created that, agar aapko exactly step by step bhi pata hai na how to have sex, you will not enjoy it. And it'll end up like so robotic, and it'll be like, acha, we're following these steps. This is what I have to do. So yeah, people don't know. And how to have sex, abhi, as of today, the only dictionary for how to have sex is porn.
But tell me, what would your answer be to this question? How to have sex?
First, create a safe space for each other. So you're able to communicate. Number one, trust. Extremely important. See, because it all starts in the head. Right? So to have sex, you have to have a safe space. You have to have a communication, a dialogue. You have to not be anxious and insecure to unclothe yourself in front of someone. These are the basics. After that, those steps come, which are eventually created, and you make your own video. You make your own story around it. So there are a lot of people talk about, I'm sure you'll get into that, premature ejaculation, the orgasms part and all. Yes, it's all very important. But uske pehle, have you created a mentally healthy space? So how to have sex starts with an emotional safety. For both men and women. Body image, it's so scary out there. The way someone looks. I mean, look, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, there are times we ourselves are not happy with what we see. So how will we be comfortable in front of a stranger sometimes? So it starts from within is what I'm trying to say.
Got it. Moving on to the next one. How to last longer during sex?
Again, it's all a mental game. This whole premature ejaculation and all, and there are some men who are using Viagras and whatnot to extend. I guarantee you, unless it's a serious biological issue, for which I do recommend my clients to go to sexologists and doctors to understand the deeper need of it. But if it's something basic as premature ejaculation, it's all in the head. And I heard that during the Greek days, you know what they used to do? If there's a man and a woman together, the man was made to first ejaculate as soon as possible without the woman's presence.
Okay.
Whether he did it himself or because, these were like, I'm talking about the royal Greeks, right? Or they had their own staff and all who would make him, orgasm. And then he would meet the woman, because the second time is when it lasts longer. Because the first time is exciting. You don't know what's happening. Maybe you've done it after a long time. Maybe you're trying something new. You're anxious, you're insecure, you're excited. There's so many emotions rushing. So difficult to hold yourself back as a man. Yeah. And that a woman needs to understand. So it's okay if a man, ejaculates faster. Then wait for half an hour, 45 minutes. Chill, watch a movie, relax, enjoy, flirt a bit, do some more foreplay. Go back into the act. And I'm quite sure most of the people would have a much longer
But I guess that's frame. An amazing tip, trick, whatever the Greek royals were doing, I guess.
I didn't know myself initially before I became a coach. And when I entered the sexual intimacy space, I used to wonder, dude, ew, this man.
It makes sense, right?
Because also I wasn't educated enough. Then I understood that there's a process to it.
Okay, there's another question. The third one, which is, how much sex is enough sex in a healthy relationship?
It's very subjective. Like, I'll be very honest. I'm someone who's happy to do it every day. And I say this very, very honestly. There are some people who are okay with once in 3 days. There are some who are okay with even once in a week. But these are mainly women. Men, every day. So, nothing, unless they're really physically tired and they're not able to perform the act, then it's a different scenario.
But 80% of couples actually admit that वो लोग openly अपने sexual desires अपने partner के साथ नहीं share करते. Why is so?
They're judged, no? And again, I'll be honest with you, they're judged because of the old patriarchy. सोसाइटी कैसी थी पहले यार? They told लड़कियों को कि तुम्हें शाय रहना है. You have to act, this is such a divine, spiritual, sacred space. तो उनको चुप करा के, they didn't even know what exploring the divine release is. Orgasm for a woman as a feminine, it's a divine release. लोगों को पता ही नहीं है इस बारे में. Women don't know how to orgasm, 20 to 30% of them. It is so sad. I really want them to know how to do it. So I do one-on-one sessions online. I guide them on how to do it. And similarly, even for men, like it's just treated. And unko bola hai tumhara hak hai. It's the woman's duty to give it to you. So even if they want something extra, they can't, because the woman thinks that he's just treating me like a sex object.
But this was before. The narrative is not changing today, now?
No, hardly. It's better, but hardly. I am talking about such simple conversations around sexual intimacy on my page. And you should see the reaction from people that I'm getting. What we're talking about, the change, literally, especially in India, it's not more than 5%.
Really?
Yeah, because those are the people we hang out with. The people that we hang out with are people who are, they're becoming more modern. They're evolving with time. But there are so many people who don't have that set of friends or family or the money to go to a coach. Right? So it's very important for me to come out there and help there are so many people, they tell me on my page, इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? What is this nonsense you're talking about? I'm like, हाँ, आपके लिए nonsense है क्योंकि आपको पता है. वहाँ पर लोग हैं who are not getting this education. For them, even a smallest thing on how to kiss. There are virgins roaming around. They've never done it. It's so beautiful. I feel so blessed to be able to impart that knowledge to people. So
when people do not have this knowledge, so naturally वो अपने sexual desires को suppress करते हैं. Now, when you suppress your desires, what is the result? Is it sexual outburst because one is so deprived, or it is complete disinterest in sex?
No, disinterest तो बहुत कम है. It's much lesser. It's an outburst.
Yeah, we're talking, let's take both men and women into consideration.
Yeah, no. Even women that have not had sex who are virgins. There's a 32-year-old woman that reached out to me and she's never had sex. She's a virgin. She also asked me, what do I do? I'm desperate. should I go on the app? Should I just find a hookup? It's so sad because
What did you tell her then?
I told her, save, conserve your energy until you meet the right man. Till then, I'll teach you techniques to masturbate and self-satisfy. But she misses the touch.
Yeah.
So I understand where she's coming from. But if you really want to conserve your energy and not just be taken for granted just for the sake of it, there's so many things you have to be mindful of. Hygiene, health, so many diseases around sexual transmitted. It's so thoda careful rehna hai until you find someone that you trust, maybe someone who's more than a friend, that you feel safe around, because the first experience stays, man.
Yeah.
मैं कितना भी बोल दूं कि guys don't focus on the first experience. Sometimes it's the worst because it's the first time. But in our head, we build it up so badly, right? So it has to be done with a safe person. But there are virgins out there. There are people who are, who've not done it for a long time and they seek the touch and everything. That's when we make stupid mistakes. Now we go on the app just to hook up.
You're not in favor of these apps.
I'll tell you why. I was on these apps 3 years ago.
Okay.
Before I started my journey as a coach. I was gaslighted. I was catfished. I was ghosted. And honest to God, dating apps became my first step of feeling rejection. More than my exes. Because with exes, you've had a relationship. It has grown apart. So wo rejection aayega na towards it. But dating app mein to jaate hi rejection. You swipe left and you're rejected. आपने हाय बोला, किसी ने हाय नहीं बोला, रिजेक्टेड. एक दिन बात करके दूसरे दिन बात नहीं किया, रिजेक्टेड. It's an everyday, every hour process. And why are we going on the dating apps? Loneliness.
But dating
or
apps,
validation.
But dating apps is generally, I thought, is to build a relationship, but it's not. It's out and out,
you
right?
Know that. So I'll be honest, maybe 1,000 out of 1 have found their partner. But बाकी सब तो हर रोज वहाँ validation के लिए जा रहे हैं, loneliness के लिए जा रहे हैं. अब एक बंदा आया dating app पे. I'm not joking. Maybe he's come to see how many likes he gets. How many women are approaching him and he's happy. Okay, I'm still good enough. I have it. She wants me. और वो तो चला गया अपना validation लेके. Women are more emotional comparatively. They're being hurt day in, day out. It's a... Please, guys, stop using dating apps. Please. There are other ways to handle your loneliness. We'll get into it.
Yeah. There are so many questions I have. Like you mentioned, masturbation, self-love, etc. We'll take all of that one by one. But now we are speaking about things people don't talk about.
Yeah.
So let's continue that.
Sure.
As an intimacy coach, which are some of the bizarre or lesser known sexual disorders you have come across? And I'm asking this not from a point of view of judgment.
Yeah.
I'm asking this from a point of view of open conversation. Because the intent of such a bold topic today is to get the right information out there.
Correct.
So if someone is going through a sexual disorder, उनको शायद पता भी नहीं हो कि ये एक disorder है. So that's the intent of this question.
Oh, so sexual disorders, तो एक तो ये word ना is, it very rarely happens to a human being, first of all. It looks like it's very often. Again, Zahra, sweetie, it's all about the mental game. Women's talk about women's dryness. Most of it is not real. She's just not feeling high enough. She's not feeling that way in that moment is why she's not able to get wet. Correct? Men's premature ejaculation, we spoke about. It's called a sexual disorder. It's not most times. I think the only one thing, and it's very heartbreaking, is when I have seen some men, they have micro penises.
What is that?
It's a real disorder. Like it's not in their hands. It's a birth defect, you may say, where even in their fullest size, a penis would not grow more than 2 inches.
Okay.
It's called a micro penis, and that is something I have come across and experienced, and that can be very traumatic because aap kitna bhi. You can, of course, the only way to make it up for a man to be with another woman is to use proper dildos and sex toys and all of that, right? But the woman has to be in a space of evolution where she can accept that a real penis would not enter her, because he has a disorder. Baki sab, honest to God, most of it is all through your mental, blockages and no education around it. For example, I have a client, she's 32, been married for 6 years. And she told me she's never had an orgasm, even with her husband. And we worked on her for 2-3 months, different scenarios, different role plays, different ways to, where she could feel, the high and everything. Nothing worked. And then I asked her that you need to go to a doctor, that you may be asexual. Like, I don't like labeling people, but asexuality is a real thing. And it can be there in you from childhood, or it can even come after 40 because of some hormone change.
Got it.
As a woman. So these are legit. There are very few disorders, but I don't like to call them disorders because it's very heartbreaking. This space of sexual intimacy is, other than money, this is the powerhouse again, which makes you feel something. It validates you in so many ways. And it's treated the worst, even worse than you treat money, frankly, because your emotions get impacted, your mental health, your physical health, your gut, the way you look at yourself in the mirror, everything around it. So I don't want to call it sexual disorders, but there are a few.
But like you mentioned, that sex is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And because of that, performance anxiety bhi utni hi hoti hai. Both for women and men.
100%.
Like women, they are not comfortable with their bodies most of the time.
Correct.
And men are obsessed with
They don't
size.
give a shit. Sometimes.
Let's just say men are obsessed with the size.
The size, oh God. Yeah. Size, girth. And these are things we don't even, these words are not spoken.
Yeah.
So
my question was कि bedroom में confidence कैसे build करें?
When you're brand new as a couple, or
anyhow, if you have a performance anxiety, आप bedroom में और couples bedroom में
again,
confidence कैसे build कर सकते हैं?
I had made this reel on body image that there are women and men today who with age, or maybe at a younger age, they've gained weight. Or they're too thin and they're scared, like maybe the breasts are really small or the ass is really small, vice versa for the man, or they're too curvy and everything. How do you handle that the first time? How do you handle it? You communicate that, listen, I have insecurities. Bol do na yaar, kya ego hai? Ego drop karna is so important when you're in this sexual intimacy space, and speak your truth. That yaar, I'm nervous. Can we dim the light? Can we go undercover? Can we go slow? Can you guide me on what you are doing so I know a second before you're doing that you're going to do this, so I'm not prepared and I don't get shocked? Verbalize, vocalize that this is what I want to do. I'm going to kiss you here now. Now I'm unbuttoning your dress. I'm clasping your bra. Talk about it. It is, imagine how wholesome and beautiful this will be, instead of being in shock and anxious and insecure ki bhai, ab kya karne wale hain? I know everything doesn't need to be verbalized, but I'm saying initially, the first time, first few times, get that comfort together. Unless you're hooking up and you don't care about tomorrow, then theek hai. But even that can be made beautiful, no? Because I'm not here to stop hookups. I'm not saying hookups are bad. I'm not saying porn is bad. I'm saying सब कुछ करना है लिमिट में करो और एक scene create करो यार.
Every experience, whether it's a hookup or whatever, it's an experience.
It's an experience, and that can
should
break
be
you.
Beautiful, right?
And it can break you. It can traumatize you if it's not done correctly. So I think that's the only way. Communicate प्यार से थोड़ा.
But I love it how you said that.
Empathy use करो कि यार, okay, I'm doing this. This is my first time. Maybe a woman is too shy, or maybe a man is too shy or anxious. Understand, no empathy, understand their body language. Maybe their voice is shaking. You'll make out that they're shy or they're scared. The fears will come up, and it's so real because sexual intimacy is the one place where you cannot fake it beyond a point, except orgasms, which we will get into.
That's a topic I would want to talk about in depth.
I'm sure you did, sweetie. So why? Be your honest self. Speak your truth.
This, you spoke about body insecurity, that, I'm a little insecure about this, that, etc. My question is, does size really matter?
Yes, sometimes. Again, and I'll tell you sometimes when the woman, yahan par na, the woman needs to do better in this space. Women are also no less a lot of times. We've also judged the shit out of men. We cannot take that away. हम लड़कों को बोलते हैं, अरे you are so horny, you are this, that. हम कम नहीं हैं. We also want things a certain way as per our limited education and understanding of it. Say a man has a less than average sized penis and it is not satisfying enough. There are other ways to satisfy a woman. Right? Oral sex. I'm telling you, you don't even need sex sometimes if the man knows how to do that on point. The clit is the most sensitive and erotic place in a woman's body, correct? There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
So you have to educate yourself. Again, communicate. The woman can tell the man, and the man shouldn't feel bad agar wo pyar se keh rahi hai that, okay, this is not working for me. Can we try that? So uska bhi, you don't say that, oh, this is really bad for me. What is this? There's a way, na? Pyar say, okay, this is not working for me. Can we try this, please? Would you please like to do this for me? I would really like that.
Yeah.
इतना प्यार से बोलोगे तो किसको बुरा लगेगा यार? And then उसके बाद you can have an honest conversation that, okay, this was not working. Maybe we can try some sex toys. If you are in a long-term relationship, because then of course there's a daily need for those organs, correct?
Yeah.
Then you find replacements, but you do it with a beautiful mental space, you know, where you are not insulting someone and making them feel a lack.
But this beautiful mental space comes with knowledge.
Knowledge and dropping ego.
Got it. But most of the youth, they say that उन्होंने sex के बारे में सीखा है porn से.
अरे youth.
अभी porn में everything is exaggerated. The sex sessions are longer. So this whole craze about lasting longer in bed, how much of it is okay and how much of it is an obsession?
So in the porn industry, if you notice, as I mentioned before, everybody's falling sick, there are diseases, and it's a whole drama. These are fantasies that are being created, correct? Now, there are two reasons these fantasies are followed. Either you want to apply it in your bedroom with your partner, or you don't have anybody to and you need something to orgasm to, is why you watch it, right? अब क्या हो रहा है? Because ये variety बहुत difficult है in real life. I'm not joking. Any couple who's also in a serious relationship, it's very difficult to find a partner who wants to try variety, who wants to try kinks. So that's why these are being successful, because this is the imagination that is being finally, you know, it's been taken care of. And then you don't need something back at home. So,
but porn is not completely banned. The production and the sale and public distribution in India is illegal.
Yeah.
But still, it is very, very easily accessible.
Yeah.
It should come with all these warnings, right?
But it does.
Who sees that?
Dude, I'm not joking.
Where does it come in minute scripts?
No. In the sense that, for example, you don't have direct access to it. You need VPN. People don't even know all of this. I've done full research. And you go to VPN, that's how you go on porn. Then they'll ask you a really stupid question. 18 years or above. Even a 12-year-old can say yes. And they don't know it. So what they're trying to do is, like, for example, when you say that it's illegal, so are drugs. Everybody's doing it. At the end of the day, it's the high that you get, the addiction where you get from. आप उसको कितना भी illegal कर लो यार. Prostitution is illegal. हो रहा है. Correct? Prostitution is another game that is going on in India right now, especially with the married men and the singles out there who are not getting someone to be with. They go to these spas. I have clients reach out to me, ma'am, is it okay to go to a spa? I'm like, no. But I can't stop you. What I can do is, वो कहावत है ना, घोड़े को आप लेक तक ले जा सकते हो, but उसे पानी नहीं पिला सकते हो.
Correct.
You're coming to me asking for validation, you will never get for it. At the end of the day, I can't stop you. But if you're doing things a certain way, you are getting addicted to it. Now, as a young generation, which we spoke about, imagine they're too addicted to porn, or they're too addicted to what they're addicted to. When they meet that same human in real life, you think the emotion is the same? No, they won't even know how to touch the right way. Because porn में तो ये सभी दिखाते हैं, step by step होता है, पहले ये करो, फिर ये करो, फिर ये करो. आप अपना वीडियो कैसे क्रिएट करोगे, अपना स्टोरी कैसे क्रिएट करोगे? That comes from your own imagination, right? So imagine closing your eyes. Just using your 5 senses in that moment. Smell, touch, eyes, ears, and taste. Imagine really using that and creating that space with your partner. How different would that be from a porn movie? Where the foreplay actually works.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, sorry, but I know all of this because, when in my 43 years of journey, I have been in 3 serious relationships. जिसमें से one, I'm sorry to say this, but एक was वो movie में कहते हैं ना दो जिस्म एक जान. It was that. So I've experienced this. What I'm talking about, the five senses, the meeting of just two bodies and just like.
I know what you mean.
And it's mad. People, have you experienced this? Not many people have. And then there was a relationship where I was treated like a porn star, and I allowed it because I needed validations. I was going through a bad breakup, and I needed someone to love, and I latched onto it, and I couldn't refuse. So I've made some serious mistakes in my life, and is when I went to a life coach. कि यार भाई problem है. So first one was that wholesome one. The second relationship was when I actually dated this really good-looking man, but he treated me like a porn star, and I allowed him. And that came from my lack, my need for validation. Ki chalo koi nahi, whatever he wants. Because I hadn't healed from my past and I was latching onto something that was not good for me. And I knew I was making a mistake. And I was anxious and scared and heartbroken. And I started getting angry with myself. That Shruti, kya kar rahi hai? What are you doing? How can you put yourself in the shoe? Not understanding that sometimes it's not your fault. It's a past trauma that you've not healed from.
But a lot of youth goes through this. How did you realize also that this is an unhealthy sexual relationship, and how did you come out of it?
Because I felt a very dark energy around me. So I talk about energies all the time. My whole life revolves around energy. Zahra, seriously, I see very good energy in you, is why I'm here. I'm not joking. Even the other one I did. I need to be around good energy people whose intent is right, who really wants to understand from me my journey and how it's impactful for others.
Got it.
There is a serious dark energy that started setting around me. And this energy is real because it's not coming from a place of love or intimacy or sacredness. It was just coming from wham bam, thank you ma'am, doing your kinks and feeling like the king of the world or the queen of the world, and it got so dirty. And that was my shortest relationship. Like I broke up from that in less than 6 months. And
6 months is still
a lot.
Wow.
Still, it was my shortest because I don't do casual dating.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I latched onto it without seeing aage piche, family values. Kuch nahi tha us bande mein. But okay, those were my lacks. And then I went to a life coach. And this is as recent as February 2022.
Wow. But from there
Yeah.
till here, that's been an incredible journey.
So I saw the impact that coach had on me. I saw the impact of a life coach.
Wow.
And speaking my truth. Like every conversation, every session I had with my coach, it was, she created such a comfortable, non-judgmental space for me that I could tell her the truth. And that's what I'm doing here. I have no judgments for you. It's okay for what we've all done it. But we need to eventually accept it that, okay, there is a problem.
I guess one will not be able to talk about sex openly where it is required if we keep having these judgments in our mind and if we are judgmental.
Yeah, fear that they will judge me.
Yeah.
Somehow, what will they think?
Got it. Now coming to the big one, which is the orgasm gap. Research says that men are 3 times more likely to orgasm during sex compared to women.
Now imagine this sounds so opposite of the truth. The truth globally is that women do orgasm more than men because they have the capability to go through multiple orgasms. Fair?
Yeah.
Now they have the capability. Do they? Not all.
No.
Because as we spoke before, aata nahi hai, anxiety, fear, faking orgasms, correct?
Yes.
And men generally know how to disconnect. They know how to disconnect from emotions. They know how to disconnect. In that moment, they'll not give a shit about insecurities and fears. They can just orgasm as and when. But the difference is that men need half an hour to 1 hour gap. Average. Between 2 episodes of orgasming. So if a man will go on 3-4 times in the night, yes, he can come, but then it's an interval of half an hour, 1 hour. A woman can come 4 times in 1 hour.
Wow.
But she doesn't. Or she can't because she doesn't know how to, or the act is not being done in a way where a man knows and even the woman knows how to orgasm.
But जब woman की body की capability इतनी है that a woman can orgasm at least 3 to 4 times within an hour, why do women take so much time to orgasm?
Again, they don't feel safe, in that space. So many times they don't know how to disconnect from their fears, from their anxiety and emotions. Women sexually work mostly, not all, mostly women work on emotions. If they don't feel emotional in that space or safe and seen and appreciated, there are episodes where I have just been about to orgasm and a thought came and I was gone and I was like, shit, I lost it. Please try again.
We all have
Correct?
been there.
Men, kabhi ladko ko dekha hai? They will still go on and they will finish. Right? So this is the gap. Why we take longer compared to men sometimes. So it's all again in the head. Making sense?
Absolutely. Another thing, why do women fake orgasms and do men not notice this?
So women do it mainly because they don't. Two reasons. I think there are 4 or 5, but the top 2 reasons, which are most important, is that number 1, a man is just not able to, and he's really trying. Here I'm talking about a good space where a man is really trying his best to give the woman an orgasm, but he's not able to for whatever reason. Maybe it's the technique, maybe he doesn't know what to do, and there's no communication proper. So the woman gets frustrated, ki bichara yaar. She feels bad for the guy. And it's not good. Because men really, they want the woman to orgasm. That is their high. That is their validation. Ye dekho, maine kar liya. You know? And number 2 reason why women fake orgasm is also because sometimes when they can't, they feel bad. Yaar, why am I not orgasming? Let me fake it. I really want to, but I'm not. But I really want to. So they just do it. Ki chalo. Kar liya maine. It's again about it's the self-talk that you do with yourself sometimes, where you also feel bad. You take pressure that why am I not orgasming? Even after so much time when someone's putting in so much effort. So ye hota hai. But the first one is the top one, which really impacts people.
Yeah, makes sense. But this we're talking about the younger generation. But correct me if I'm wrong. Society ka definition with respect to virginity. If a virginity of a woman is intact, it's purity. And if a man loses his virginity, it's experience.
ये अभी younger generation में इतना नहीं है.
But हम younger generation की बात करें, but उससे पहले का भी एक generation है.
The millennials and the boomers.
They are pretty much part of the world.
Yeah.
So aren't these double standards and how to deal with them?
No, they're very rarely there now. I'll be very honest. Yeah.
That's good to know.
See, I'll tell you what. Now the word has changed. पहले virginity था, अब body count आ गया. तो judgment तो हो रही है.
Means what?
So virginity is if you've never slept with someone. Correct? You're pure.
Yeah.
Body count is the number of people you've slept with. So if I go and tell someone tomorrow that boss, I've slept with 25 men, I will be judged. Or वो एक लड़का करेगा that he says I've slept with 25 women, he will not be judged. Similarly, if I say that I'm 40 plus year old and I've been with 3-4 men, that is accepted now. Are you understanding the difference?
I know.
So virgin doesn't matter anymore that much. Now the word has changed to body count.
So now the narrative has shifted from virginity to body count. A while back, we were talking about self-love, which is masturbation.
Okay.
Still, so much guilt is attached to masturbation कि उसके ऊपर actually एक movie बनी थी, which is Oh My God 2. So tell me, masturbation is a healthy habit or a harmful addiction?
No, again, balance. It is so healthy. मैं तो कहती हूँ, boys and girls, men and women, seriously, go and stand in front of the mirror or lie down in front of the mirror. Watch yourself masturbate. I'll tell you why. Even when we're in bed with a human being in person, we don't know what we're looking like when we're orgasming. We wonder, oh shit, what was my expression? Oh my God, was I screaming too much? Was I biting my lip? What was I doing? See yourself in entirety while you're masturbating. See what you look like, what your eyes are, how do you feel? Because again, masturbation, if done with the right purpose, is not wrong. If you just need a release, go for it. But don't attach porn to it every single time. Because then when you're in bed with your partner, the feeling is not going to be the same.
So masturbation is a healthy habit, but masturbating to porn is not.
It's not. And also, how much do you do it? No, I mean, if you have a partner, then you don't need to masturbate that much. Once in a while is okay. But if you don't have a partner, then it's okay.
But you know, masturbation is generally associated with men. With respect to women, I don't know, that connection is not there. Itna ki to your closest girl gang,
Yeah.
women will never discuss masturbation or self-love.
I know, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better with the millennials, to be honest.
Hmm.
They're doing a better job because वो इतने time तक इतने quiet थे. And now they know that nobody's going to judge me. All my girls are going through this.
For a woman, it's never a. हम लोग सब चीज के बारे में बात कर लेंगे. हमारे पार्टनर के बारे में,
I
in-laws के बारे में,
I know.
this, that, but this we'll never talk about.
It's getting better. Honestly,
is?
yeah, it's getting better. For sure. And I encourage everybody to talk about it even more because that's how you learn. That's how you create a healthy space. अपनों से ही सीखोगे ना.
Correct.
So it's getting better, but it's getting better.
That's
for
nice.
sure. Yeah, you should see the women on my page also.
Yeah.
My own family, babe, my mother.
Really?
I have spoken about clitoris. I have spoken about premature ejaculation. She calls me, "Meko samjha na, tell me now what it is." Oh, this is so cool. I didn't know. She's 65, 63. Sorry, something in that age group.
Now, from sex, let's come to sexual health issues. What is erectile dysfunction? And generally बोला जाता है that ED just happens with age to older men. Is it true?
No. Older men का ED नहीं होता है. I mean, it takes it. Yeah, the hardness reduces for sure because of age and hormone changes. So yeah, they do go on Viagra, but that's normal. That's not really something you need to go to a doctor per se. Itna zyada. Yeah, you can consult them for the right medicines to keep their hard longer for sure. In younger men, when we talk about ED, 95% of the times it's not a biological issue.
Okay.
It's again because of the head.
Got it.
Or drugs that they're doing. They don't even know the amount of drugs. So kids are not taking alcohol anymore. You know the shift, right? They're more into drugs and weed. And I know the lines that they're doing, the pills that they're taking. It's getting out of hand. And these things are going to impact how your penis regulates and functions. Again, there is no knowledge about this. So again, it's mostly in the head or because of these added external things that they're taking. Serious problem tab hoti hai jab you're leaving everything aside, say all external factors that are enhancing this process for you. Agar aap usko chhod do and by yourself also with some time and space, once you've given up on these habits, if you're still not able to get a hard on and everything and you ejaculate faster, then yes, you must see a doctor. A sexologist or a gynac or whatever. Go and reach out to the right people. They're professionals. Like I call myself a proper professional.
Absolutely.
I'm a life coach who's guiding people on this journey. So you need to go to those professionals also. But that is a very small percentage of men who are going through that.
Let's take a scenario. A newly arranged marriage couple. What can they do to make each other feel comfortable on their first night?
Don't do it on first night.
Really? The first night is like the everything.
मत करो यही वो क्यों सोसाइटी ने बनाया है ना दूध पियो केसर डाल के घूंघट उठाओ what nonsense that is old school. I'm saying don't be friends first, get to know each other, go on pyara dates, start with basic foreplays, communicate. मत करो first night please. It is so all of these rules that are made, these are rules that are created कि तुम्हें करना ही है, नहीं करना है तो sorry, I get so angry with these rules. My genuine suggestion, people who are going through an arranged marriage and they're hooking up for the first time or in that intimacy space for the first time, please mat karo. Give it some time, go slow, get to know each other first, feel safe in that body, with each other. Again, that's all I talk about,
Got
feeling
it.
safe mentally.
And is it true that 2-3 years in a relationship or marriage, sex में couples का interest naturally drop हो जाता है?
हाँ.
क्यों होता है?
Yeah, to be honest, I think actually बोलते हैं ना हर रोज दाल चावल खाना. If a man and a woman are not able to grow together, see why do you get married and why do you enter a relationship? You say, "Na, I'm growing old with you."
Yeah.
So physically, you are growing old with each other. But are you mentally also growing old? Because you and I, we are changing every 6 months, 1 year. My interests are new. My wisdom is new. My lacks are new, which I didn't know existed. If you don't communicate with each other as a couple, and again bring yourselves back together, you will lose interest because the human being that you are is changing. You're not the same person you married. Your partner is not the same person that you married. It's all about communication. Say, for example, in a year or two, I'm married to someone, and say my interest shifts in sexuality from, say, just your regular missionary to yaar ye try karna tha. But agar aapne verbalize nahi kiya because of fears, because of the feeling of being judged, and your partner wants it, ho gaya, gap started.
So because of this gap, जो अपने sexual desire नहीं share करते हैं, that also leads to open marriages or affairs, you think?
Of course it does. Of course it does. You need to communicate. But I'll be honest, there are some couples where I cannot help beyond a point. There are couples who really love each other and have a lot of respect for each other. But they have not, and they've tried, but they're not able to be sexually compatible. अब उनका क्या करें? Beyond a point, उनका I can do couples therapy, which I do. I've tried to get people back together. We've tried different things, but every time it's not a success. It's not. So it's also very subjective. जरूरी नहीं है कि coaching करके आ ही जाएगा, but आता भी है. Right? So you have to be prepared for both, but it is very difficult, especially after 2-3 years. क्या होता है? As much as you love and respect your partner, but there are, at least ego still stays somewhere, no? Something hurtful was said to you a year ago, and that really broke you from inside. You didn't expect your partner to say that. You don't want to go into that space sometimes. Now, to make that better, there's a process. There's a long drawn process, yaar.
So how, if you can explain us in like briefly, अगर आप explain कर सकते हैं, how can couples get that sexual spark back in their relationship?
Ego drop kar lo pehle. Forgive and forget. You have to. And restart by absolute open communication. And nobody should feel bad. Why are we here? We are here to speak your truth. मुझे ये नहीं अच्छा लगा. Please, I hope this does not happen again. And then the other person accepts and says, yes, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. It's about apologizing. It's about dropping your ego. It's about bringing back that trust. Time lagega. It can take a few months to a year. But after that, it's only fool khile gulshan. Sorry. My point is that it's hard work, but it's not impossible, no?
Yeah.
Apologize, drop your ego, speak your truth. You made a mistake. You're a human being. Happened. You didn't know better. See, sometimes people make a mistake on purpose, which is even more difficult to forgive. But there are times the intent is not to make a mistake. Ho gaya for whatever reason. You said something that you didn't mean, but it was so hurtful that it broke the other person. यहाँ पर तो apologize कर सकते हो ना, वहाँ पर भी नहीं करना अभी, क्योंकि इतने साल का anger or ego and hurt is still there inside of you. So you don't want to even speak or look at that person. What do? You bounce. You run away. Fuck it. I don't want to even get involved. मुझसे ना हो पाएगा. तो हम क्या करते हैं? बाहर भागते हैं. We have affairs, or we go to the gym, or we're spending more time at work. जो पहले work hours इतने प्यार से हम 7 से 9 घंटे जाते थे. I know today people working for 11-12 hours, running away from their home because the goals have also changed. Nobody cares about wanting a long-lasting relationship anymore. They're like, you know what? I'd rather earn money, travel, be single, have fun, hook up. And I understand where they're coming from. It is hard. It is hard. I'm not denying that, because when emotions get impacted so crazily, it is hard. But the fact of the matter is, loneliness will kill you one day. It'll make you do stupid things. So, aana to padega hi back to this.
But we are talking about like affairs and all, and aap bolte ho mistake ho jati hai. But you know, there's this saying that cheating is always a choice. The moment you enter a room, you already have it in you that I'm going to cheat. So it's a...
No, I wasn't calling that a mistake.
Okay.
I said if you're harsh about someone, आपने किसी को कुछ बुरा बोल दिया in that moment, cheating is a mistake. I'm sorry. I don't accept it.
There are two ways to it, where somewhere people are okay कि अच्छा physically cheat किया ठीक है, it's just physical.
That
but
men have created.
Emotionally cheat नहीं करना चाहिए.
This has been created by men, and I'm not a feminist, by the way. I am very unbiased towards both the genders. I know this has been created by men.
Just to
secure their position.
Wow. I never thought that.
Yeah, and spread like wildfire.
Damn.
And because they know women can't do it without emotions. Link it now. You'll know what I mean. Make sense?
Makes sense. A lot of sense.
This whole society, the patriarchy, it has created stories in a way which has always kept the men, it's given them opportunities to do things very slyly. These are loopholes that have been created even in the other worlds around men and women, equality.
Wow.
Because they know a woman will falter, she will get emotional, I'll have something on her. Right? So
you briefly mentioned sexual positions. Sexual positions like Missionary 69, are they an actual game changer?
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Every position creates a different view, first of all. Every position gives a different look of your partner's body in a certain way. Number one. Number two, it's also impactful on how deep the penetration can go. Like Missionary is not that deep. It's deep enough for you to orgasm. But if you do a cowboy, which is a woman on top, or a doggy style, the depth of the penis is much more compared to a Missionary. But Missionary mein wholesome lagta hai because the bodies are touching and the man is right here or the woman is right here, and you can kiss and cuddle and still be doing it. So there are different objectives to it. So I think all positions are nice.
Experiment.
Go for it. Have fun.
In your experience, which is the biggest turn off for a woman in bed?
Sun nahi rahe kai baar because I'm very communicative na. Because I'm a coach, I know. Sometimes men don't listen. They think they know it. And I'm like, I'm communicating. And obviously beyond that, I think generically, this was me in person. Generically, I think people have a problem with body odor and bad breath.
Yes.
Because that is an aphrodisiac. What is an aphrodisiac? A smell. A smell is so important when you're in bed.
And I'll reverse this question. In your experience, which is the biggest mood killer for a man in bed?
So the biggest turn off, what I have noticed, a man has in bed with a woman is when she's inactive. I know so many men literally use the word, dude, she was a lump in bed. Like they want to see the woman equally in that mood, active and passionate. They miss seeing passion in women when they're in the sexual intimacy space. Not all, most of them. And that's why they grapple and then porn and then prostitution and spas and cheating starts.
Wow.
Yeah, they need their partner to be equally passionate.
Okay, Shruti, a last couple of questions.
Sure.
Let's talk about safety when it comes to sex because that's very
So
important.
Yeah, so important.
Now, India's condom use per capita is among the lowest in the world.
Yeah.
Now, do you think this is because of lack of awareness ki knowledge hi nahi hai? Yeah, it is about denial of sexual health that we don't get.
No, I'll tell you what happens. So, education, I'll give only 20% to that. Honestly. 50% reason is I have done this in the past and I know these stories, okay? That when a man said, no, I don't want to use a condom, the woman accepted it, otherwise she would be rejected. There's also a fear inside women to say, no, it's not okay. You can get up and walk out and leave. And this is huge. And a lot of women, I know they will connect with this. And the rest of the 30%, I will give to lack of knowledge of, or not giving a shit. Ki dekha jayega. And they take it so lightly because for them, that half an hour becomes this space ki, oh my God, I'm getting this sex and it's so beautiful. And I don't know when I'll get it again, that wo apni puri life us pe chhod dete hain. Ki chalo koi baat nahi. Making sense?
Yes. घूम फिर के वो emotions और validation पे ही आ जाता है, which is a big thing for women, right?
Yeah. So women need to start speaking up is what I'm saying. No means no. If you're not okay to do the act without a condom, say no.
Another important thing, which is sort of the last question, I want to end it on a very important question. What do you think young adults should actually know before having sex for the first time?
Okay, very good question. They need to know that mutual consent is important. They need to know sexual intimacy involves emotions. Today or tomorrow. Don't think that someone is not going to get emotional. One of you may get emotional. Go in it with that preparation. Number 3, please have more empathy. There was no empathy in the previous generations. They didn't know what to do. And it was really very sad. I think these three, and obviously protection, condoms. Please, condoms and contraceptives. Please know when to take it, how to take it, learn about it. I think these four are very defining. On how to do sex, don't. It's not about how to, it's about creating that space where there is safety, love. Our physical bodies need to be taken care of. Yeah. So take care of each other, love each other in a way that is wholesome and pyara.
I couldn't agree more.
है ना?
Yeah. Thank you, Shruti. It's been such a liberating conversation.
For me too, while speaking, I was realizing that.
And I really hope people take the correct information from here, because like we said, the intent of this conversation is to get the right information out there.
100%.
And I loved our unfiltered conversation.
Me too. And thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
I mean, it also shows so much courage in you as a mother of 2 kids who's finally coming out, and she wants to also speak your truth and make people be heard and, educate them. So if you weren't there, I wouldn't be sitting here. So please know it starts with you also.
Yeah. I guess open communication and
to you.
imparting knowledge is the only way we can bring up a more solid generation.
Yeah. Seriously. So true. But thank you so much. It's been lovely.
Same here. Thank you.
Thanks.